Giant Otter by Ellen Lawrence. Gone fishing. A giant otter glides through a river in the Amazon rainforest. Suddenly, it dives under the water. Within seconds, the otter's sleek head bursts out of the river. In the predator's jaws is a large fish. The otter grabs its wriggly prey with its front paws and munches on its breakfast. A giant otter is an apex or top predator in its Amazon home. It's a highly skilled hunter with few enemies. A giant otter. Fish. Pause. A giant otter's home. Giant otters are large mammals that live in South America. These big predators live on land and hunt for food in the water. Many giant otters live in the Amazon rainforest. There, they live alongside the rivers and streams that flow through the dense jungle. Native people who live in the Amazon rainforest call the giant otter river wolf. Why? It's a fierce predator, just like a wolf. Red, where giant otters live. Dashline, Amazon rainforest. In what ways do you think a giant otter's body helps it move in water? Super swimmer. A giant otter's long, streamlined body helps it move quickly through the water. As it swims, the otter uses its large webbed paws as paddles. To steer, it moves its thick, muscular tail from side to side. The otter also has dense brown fur to keep it dry and warm when it's swimming. Webbed paw. Giant otters are huge. A giant otter's head and body measure about 4 to 5 feet, 1.2 to 1.5 meters long. Its tail is more than 2 feet, 0.6 meters long. Whiskers. Thick tail. How do you think the otter's long whiskers help it find food? River hunter. When it's time to go hunting, a giant otter dives into the water. It has long, sensitive whiskers that pick up tiny movements made by fish and other prey. The hunter's excellent eyesight also helps it spot food. Once it sees a fish, the otter zips through the water. Finally, it grabs the fish with its sharp teeth. Whiskers. Sharp teeth. Giant otters eat fish such as piranhas and catfish. Sometimes they also eat crabs and snakes. Otter camp. Giant river otters live in large family groups. Each group includes the mother, father, their older pups, and young babies. The family lives on a riverbank in an area known as a campsite. There, the otters dig a home called a den with several rooms in it. Around the den, they clear away plants to create a bare area for playing and sunbathing. Each otter has unique white marks on its throat. How do you think the marks are useful to scientists? The answer is on page 24. An otter family makes and uses several different campsites. They mark the edges of their campsites with urine and piles of poop. This tells other otter families to keep out. A giant otter campsite. Den entrance. Bare area for playing. River. Helpless babies. About once a year, the otter family gets some new members. How? The mother and father otter mate. Then, the mother otter digs a birthing den away from the family's main camp. About 70 days after mating, she gives birth to as many as 5 pups. The tiny newborn otters cannot see or walk. A mother otter at the entrance to her birthing den. For the pup's first week, only the mother otter is allowed inside the birthing den. The other family members must wait until the babies are older to meet them. A giant otter pup. Growing up. The otter pups cuddle up to their mother and drink her milk. The mother leaves the babies for only short periods of time to go hunting. By the time they are 4 weeks old, the pups' eyes have opened. At 5 weeks old, they start to walk around the den. Soon the babies are ready to explore outside. Mother otter. Sometimes the family moves from one den to another. When they do this, the parent otters often carry the babies in their mouths. Playful pups. Once the otter pups are about 8 weeks old, they start to learn how to swim. The little otters follow their family into the river. At first, they splash and struggle in the water. After a few weeks, they can swim and dive with ease. The pups also start to eat fish that their mother has caught. An otter family swimming. A pup begs its mother for some fish. In the water, the pups are in danger from animals called caimans, which are similar to alligators. If a caiman comes too close to the pups, the older otters will attack it to scare it away. Adult otter. Caiman. Becoming adults. By the time they are 8 months old, the pups catch fish in the river with their family. Soon, the pups' older brothers and sisters leave the family to begin their grown-up lives. Next year, the otter parents will have more babies. Then, the growing pups will help care for their new brothers and sisters. Pups eating fish. Young otters live with their parents until they are about 2 years old. Then, they leave home and find partners of their own.